Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome back. We're going to take a look at some energy together again and see what's going on. If you're new, my name is Shannon Hensley. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, it just can be very intense at times. Okay. The topics here are, big news, extra, read all about it type of stuff. OMG. We ask at the hand of the Most High God, and He sees everything. So whatever He brings out, then He's bringing it out for a reason. Okay, so it may or may not resonate with you. You could be an innocent bystander. There could be something around your past that you may need to, just transmute the energy. I don't know. So past, present, or future, I'll talk in all those timelines for any given person because everybody's on different timelines and things like that. So, all right, folks, let's see what's going on here. Most High God, I just thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but your truth. Everything in the hidden is going to come to the light, as you say. And so whatever has to come out, we just ask for your grace for any given person that needs it. Will run into it. You are a merciful King for those who will keep your covenant and your commandment. And so we just ask for protection around situations. Whatever needs to come out, just allow revelation to whoever needs that. For a victory, for upright purposes to be had. We thank you for the angels. We thank you for your Holy Spirit. What's the message, Most High God? You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, the World card, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups coming out here. Let me pull this down a little bit for y'all. And hopefully the camera isn't fuzzy. I don't know I have nothing wrong with my phone, so there's no reason for it to be acting up. So I apologize. God said He's going to judge some IT workers, and we talk about that stuff on the channel all the time. So if it is fuzzy, the most important thing is if you can hear the message. That's the most important thing. We have the Ace of Rods here at the bottom of the deck, and so in this deck it represents a wall of fire, and God just brought out in the fire reading for the next 24 hours, which they can be found in the community section on this channel, as always, that there's going to be an unquenchable fire that's going to take place. Okay, spiritual, mental, physical, natural, whatever it's going to be, and however He's going to dish something out, He's going to dish it out. He said He's thoroughly going to take the chaff and give an unquenchable fire on a situation. The World card can also have a meaning of an all-consuming fire. And in this deck specifically, it talks about a wall of fire. And so that's very godly and spiritual in what God's bringing out here then with this. Now, He brought an arsonist out. And so somebody, has done something with arsony, then God's going to give them a taste of their own medicine and give them a fire if that's what they wanted in a situation. You reap what you sow kind of stuff with God. He said, I'm not going to be mocked by no one. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. And so somebody getting some fire out here. Somebody's wicked. God just keeps bringing it out on several readings that I've done today. There's just been great big wickedness that has come out. So the word out here in the Hebraic language, also this combination together, if you're new, I read by pictograph a lot of the times, but this word also is the word burn. Incredible, Most High. Incredible. God said a wicked party He's going to burn a witch. He's going to burn a witch then, I guess. And stubbornness is as a sin of witchcraft with God. You have three people cards here and choices being made. And in the water reading, there were great big choices and a bunch of heavy water was there. But again, God said in the fire reading, you ain't going to be able to quench something here when He starts a fire around some situation. The water reading had choices everywhere, and people were being told, you better stay calm before you make these choices. That Seven of Cups was there. It's oppressive out here and whatever's going on. This is emotional, attached to a matter. Some of y'all may be feeling something in a really big way with that moon being here, having to use your God-given knower, your intuition on just something, because God said when he did, come back that it would be hot like an oven. So however he's going to dish something out spiritually on situations, whatever somebody's worked on or is trying to work on, it's emotional. It's around money or a pentacle or a contract or work matters is out here in a really big way. That's incredible that energy is here 3 times. Let every word be established, and 2 or 3 witnesses out here. Show me the secret, because there's secrets that have been around work matters for some of you all. Business deals. Show me the moon, the stars. This word in the Hebrew language goes to the watchtower. Again, IT workers going to be judged, is what God said. People being on devices, not having a right to do that. This also is thinking. Your mind is here, getting grounded. It's an earth sign. I'm surprised the King of Pentacles didn't come out, but the Queen of Pentacles did. He showed himself quite often today on my other platform. Again, thinking. Somebody needs to think. This is knowledge. In this deck, it tells you use your intuition, and the moon by right goes back to that. So somebody really doesn't need to think about what they're fixing to do here, because if you don't do it by uprightness, you can get burned you're going to get burned. God's going to burn a situation. Somebody can get burned in some type of nonsense. This is exposing things. Some people do need to expose some things, or some things are already exposed, and that's why somebody's got other choices. Something's ending in a great big way here and beginning, and there's a great big positive pentacle here that comes from the hand of God, if that's in the upright, whoever's in the upright. Show me the contract out here, please, with that pentacle. The lady is coming out on it with the clock tower. And so again, that word represents the tower. It comes out. So this is altering things in this deck to protect something. God said yesterday on this channel, people had 24 hours to get something done. I guess if you didn't do it, you're on a side, door shuts, that's it. There's some fiery trial energy, I don't know, coming. But there's something around timing out here. And you're at the beginning stages of something as well, and whatever's ending. And so something's happening around a timing of something here. This is, again, altering thing. It's also government. It's also protecting things as well. And for some people, they've been protecting things for wicked purposes, thievery and everything else. This is hidden intentions out here, treachery. 3 people at least involved in some stuff, I guess. So show me these 3 people. The garden is here. This goes back to support groups, public places, concerts, things like that. And they are supporting thievery. Really? Ain't going to pay off for you. Guys going to burn you because it calls you chaff. It calls you wicked. He said you're being watched today, those of you who are doing this nonsense. They in anxiety, that's also an anxiety card, but that's a thievery. That's a lying, deceptive energy. Somebody could have a mice problem in your house. It's karmic energy with that. Mice go back to trappings. Poison goes back to that. All right. Somebody may have some pictures of something. There's cheese here. The towers here. Say cheese. Somebody could be a photographer, or something's on technology out here as well. Again, been alterated. Where that contract is a physical contract around something as well that has been alterated in some way, shape, or form, attached to a situation. It had consequences to it. Had consequences. Money attached to some things out here. Okay. Well, anyway, you're going to pay for it. Every thief is going to pay for it. Thieving at work is out here real big on the tower. It's an IT worker or a boss figure, or they're guilty. Or obviously, something's out here with the lady. There's 2 ladies out here. Hey, ladies. And then the King of Cups is out here. But again, they're supporting lies. That's wickedness. God said today that if you called wicked people okay and you're righteous, you're okay, I think you're fine. He says that nations were going to abhor you. for that. But if you rebuke somebody that's that way, then a good blessing will actually come upon you. So I don't know what side of something that you're on, who's done some nonsense out here, but there's 3 rats out here, and there's 3 people cards out here. And this pentacle is out here with this tower energy and alterations and work. And so somebody's behind it. I guess this lady's behind it, or it's because of this lady, whether she'd be upright or not, why she's doing it, or I don't know. Whatever it is, if somebody's in the wrong here with lies and thievery and signing some stuff that they had no business doing. Show me the 7 of Cups right now. Why is 7 of Cups out here? So a love situation was around a matter. 2 people went and did something. There was unity that came out pretty strong today, where 2 people, had their hands together, and somebody also deliberately spread something about somebody else on purpose, because there was some type of, the other man, the other woman, a mistress lady was there attached to something. They did something really heinous around some nonsense out here, which is really sad. So I had necklaces, jewelry, rings, all that kind of stuff as well. You could be a jeweler of some sort as well. There's been thievery of that stuff, whatever it is. This is about love situations, though, but there are 2 people out here that having a meeting, and something going to end, or somebody can get fired, or again, somebody's being judged by God Almighty as well. So whatever it is, it's fiery out here attached to some stuff. But they did go somewhere and do something, or there's traveling, or there's some type of communication that somebody is trying to figure out how to communicate in the situation. Show me more information. Why is that locket here? Because it came out in one of those readings again, but I had it come out in wording. So it doesn't want to come out on it. The whip. There's anger here. You are dealing with somebody who's very repetitious of what they do with this card. They could be a jock involved in something. It's also somebody gets off on being some kind of crazy creep, because they're wicked. The most I said, they're being watched. So the watchtower is out here. Somebody knows some information about some stuff that's going on. You go ahead and be crazy. You crazy do what crazy do, and God's going to burn you because you're chaff in the wind to him. That's finances here. But the water energy also comes out with that as well. It could be overindulging energy with that. There's the cross. This tells people to pray, because we're dealing with the wicked out here. Somebody could be a spiritual person, whether you upright or wolf. I don't know. It'll go either way all day long. God talks about both of those in Scripture. There's the clouds, confusing things, throwing things up in the clouds as well. This confusing out here as well with this communication. Somebody's communication could be confusing on these decisions if they're a drinker of some sort, because this is indulging energy. Then there's confusion, or you're dealing with somebody who is very confused just in general on some nonsense out here. But there are finances that are coming out here with these choices. People need to pray to get the download, because people do know what to do, folks. For some of y'all, there's a sex matter out here. That's sexual energy here with the Ace of Rods. Somebody does know information out here, folks. There's another mental illness card as well. Look, the 2 of Swords talks about, I'm not going to say anything or make a decision about nothing. I'm going to pretend I don't know nothing. But it is also a confusion card, confusion card, confusion card, confusion card. So we got work out here. And the most I said where envy and strife is, and confusion is, every evil work can be found there. These people are wicked that are thieving, lying, cheating, and supporting that nonsense around whatever they worked on, and altering things to protect their lies and their nonsense out here. That's crazy. You're doing crazy out here at that point. Acting, and the star is out here and exposing things. The star is right there. Star's right there. All right, well, this is what's coming out. Let's take some words. If somebody knows some information, they're just sitting there acting like I'm not even going to make a decision. God's going to make the decision. And you're fixing to fry because God said so, and you ain't putting that fire out. You either going so that we got the repairer of the breach. You either going to get up in here and repair something if it's possible, or you're being removed. Yesterday, I had a couple of readings. Somebody was going to get up. They did know the information, and so if somebody already did get up and give the information, somebody else sitting there going, I don't even know what you're talking about. They're involved in it. They're involved in it. Says that the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They're all abominable to God, and they're workers of iniquity. And they've all done abominable works, it says, and there is none of them that are good. You got worthless individuals out here. Sneaky phone call or a post or deceptive work out here. It's being exposed. Again, the star goes back to exposure. Regardless, you're going to sit there like a doofus. Go ahead, all you want. Murder has been around. This murder comes out on this channel quite often here lately. Well, anyway, it's why they alterated some stuff. A farmer is out here, or that, if there's fire situation, since God said there was an arsonist and somebody could have had farmer insurance connected to something as well with the matter. Don't have to be, but you can just live on a farm. Maybe your farm burnt down. I don't know what that means for you. There is hope and blessings and a renewal out here for the upright folks. God's going to do something. Some type of a reward is out here. And God says, I come with my reward, positive or negative, on something being judged out here. Somebody needs to get up and make a throw at it. Okay. There's something just in general or working or something around a dating energy is also here as well. Someone is guilty in this situation. Binding with ropes. Okay. Well, we had that little nymph come out yesterday with those cords of deceits. Okay, that energy just showed that person holding that rope there, that piece of creep that was there. So we got murder out here. Of course, a courthouse worker and rape has been out here, and that's what they intended to do on these little trips. If somebody already did something like that, you're in danger. You're wicked. And God's going to not be mocked by you. So if that's what you did to people, then I guess he'll give you a little taste of your own little medicine. He'll tie you up with ropes. He'll spread your legs and give it up your rumpus if that's what you want. Because God ain't going to be mocked by no one. That's wickedness. Perverse. You perverse, man. Two of them want to come up. There's a hidden relationship out here around something going on, folks. Okay, well, again, the mistress lady is around somebody. The bed come out in the water reading. The mistress lady and the other man, the other woman, both those cards came out in the earth reading. The fire reading, there was the little fornicator there. Anyway, there's a hidden relationship out here, and somebody may be still messing with their ex or the exes. There's two X's on this as well. It's the letter NG, but the pictograph of two X's is also here. It is also money stuff and luxury. It's been thieved. There's gifts and jewelry and all that kind of stuff around some stuff. They're thieve on you, and there's a group of them out here. It's crazy. Whatever. There's somebody wicked though, and it's somebody. I mean, there's sexual matters. There's rape out here. Construction worker, a worker comes out of this, and somebody's baby is out here, or a pregnancy is out here. Somebody got a hidden relationship. Again, somebody's a bigamist somewhere as well, but they're only there to use you, and then they're going to abuse you and then throw you away or do some nonsense, whatever. Bad sex offender energy out here. This is a protection granted that's going to come from God. This is also a resistance. And if you don't submit yourself to God and resist the devil, then you're screwed out here. Obviously, some people didn't. They've fallen really, really hard in the situation. This looks like a broom and a mop if you turn it around. And I had a housekeeper come out today. So whether they upright or not, I don't know. For some of you all, there's been thievery in your house. Whatever it is. We also have the Hierophant comes out of this rune in the pictograph if it's in the upright. And we do have somebody in divinity here. Whether they're a wolf or not, I don't know. Whatever it is, People do need to pray, but this is about having the shield and a protection granted out here. And there is protection out here against some wickedness, because God said they are going to be removed. They are being watched, and they ain't gonna get away with this stuff. They're gonna get burned hard. The letter Z and the NG and the 2 X's. A letter A is out here. The T is out here, and the S is also out here. War. Anyway, God's gonna shut it down. They did it on purpose. Whoever they raped, they did it on purpose, and God's gonna do it on purpose right back. He's going to burn somebody. Now that's prophecy, folks. God Almighty said that they'd be standing on their feet, and their eyes would just be nuked in their holes, and their tongue would be nuked in their mouth. Whatever's fixing to go down somewhere in the world, the wars and rumors of wars are here. It's prophecy going on. Whatever, they did something on purpose, and God's gonna throw them in the fire, I guess. Capturing in the net. It's been in the internet. They've been thieving. You have a clarity of some type of a mystery that's coming out here, because there's knowledge, secrets. Somebody gonna know some secret. Somebody guilty. Somebody's guilty. Maybe you were a courthouse worker. They bound a courthouse worker with ropes. Are they trying to do that for murder? Or they obviously something like that's out here. Somebody's got something really nasty out here. Are the courthouse workers involved in the murder doing it, or they got murdered that way? I don't know. Somebody guilty though out here, and there's been secrets around this nonsense, and so obviously somebody's just going to explode in the information. I guess so, because the Most High did say stay calm and to reflect on some stuff in this readings today. It's big stuff, folks. It's big stuff, nasty stuff. You really want this kind of stuff in our earth? Nah. No, we don't. No, we don't. It's filth. A housekeeper is coming out. Okay, that broom and that mop can be found here. Somebody's stuck in the past, so something's in the past has taken place, and somebody's done some nonsense, I guess. So people won't sit down and talk or fix something. I don't know. You got 24 hours. God brought the clock out again. Something huge out here with this energy for some people's cases, wherever you're at, returning to source. I mean, there's murder out here. And somebody, I don't know, God brought Korea out today as well. I don't know what's going on in the news. I just let God tell it on the table. But obviously there's some big stuff. But the Most High also said freedom a couple of times today. He's fixing to burn some wicked people. I guess he's going to, folks. All right. Well, anyway, get a couple here. I'll call it a reading. The FBI, they tickle the wires as well. I had a captain come out today. So anyway, a driver. We already know about that. Those people, those IT workers doing some stuff on internet apps for driving. The vehicle was there in, I think it was the water reading, altering things to get a murder done out here around some nonsense. You talk about wicked stuff, folks. It's a wicked world. Your cousin keeps coming out, and the Most High said he's going to make something out for good for the people of God. All right, so whether your cousin was murdered, or they're trying to get a murder done, or they're trying to do that to your cousin, but anyway, if they're upright or not, I don't know. Somebody connected with talent is out here as well. All right. Well, God, all we need to know is if you are in the upright, God says, I'm going to make it out for good, period. Everybody else, guess they're going to fry. Shalom.